Hey everyone, ready for an awesome deep dive? We're tackling the Hubble Space Telescope today. It's given us some seriously incredible images, but it's more than just pretty pictures. This thing has totally changed how we see the universe. We've got a ton of cool sources for this one: historical stuff, research papers, even some first-hand accounts from astronauts.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating. We're going to uncover the whole story of Hubble, how it came to be, the problems it faced, and of course all the incredible discoveries. And speaking of incredible, get this. Hubble travels at over 17,000 miles per hour. It orbits Earth every 95 minutes. It's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But okay, before we jump into all that cool stuff, let's go back to the beginning. Before Hubble.
Yeah, the pre-Hubble era.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So even back then, astronomers knew that Earth's atmosphere was, a problem. Light pollution, clouds, distortion, all that.
It's like trying to look at the stars through a dirty window.
Exactly. So they dreamed of this telescope, above it all. And that's where the idea for Hubble really started to take shape.
It was a huge project, like a global effort, really.
Hmm.
NASA and the European Space Agency working together.
Yeah.
They named it after Edwin Hubble. He was the astronomer who discovered that the universe was expanding.
Oh, that's right.
So, pretty fitting.
Totally. Okay, so then in 1990, Hubble launches. Everyone's super excited.
Yeah.
And then
then...
the images come back.
Oh.
Blurry.
Oh, no.
Yeah, major bummer. It turns out there was this tiny flaw in the main mirror.
Yeah.
Like a fraction of the width of a human hair. Can you imagine the pressure? This $1.5 billion project, years in the making.
Oh, it must have been devastating. All that work, all that money, and then a tiny flaw.
Yeah, it was a huge setback. And, not just a technical one. It was almost a public relations disaster.
Oh.
People were like, see, space exploration is a waste of money.
Yeah, I bet.
But they didn't give up.
Good.
In 1993, a team of astronauts went up on this, repair mission. They installed corrective optics. Imagine that.
Wow, high-stakes surgery.
Right. And it worked. Hubble got its, you could say its glasses. Yeah.
Its vision was corrected.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when it all changed. Okay, so Hubble's seeing clearly now, but how does this thing actually work? We know it's a telescope, but what makes it so special?
It's not just about size. I mean, its mirror is huge, 2.4 meters.
Wow.
But the real key is that Hubble can see beyond visible light. It can detect ultraviolet and infrared. Our atmosphere blocks those wavelengths.
Oh, it's
It's like we suddenly have access to all this new information about the universe, having a whole new set of senses.
So it's not just seeing more, it's seeing differently.
Exactly.
And that's where the discoveries get really wild.
Oh, absolutely. One of the most iconic is the pillars of creation, these towering columns of gas and dust where stars are born.
Oh, I've seen those pictures.
They're pretty mind-blowing, right?
Yeah.
They captured the public's imagination, Everyone was talking about them.
But it's more than just a pretty picture, right?
Oh, absolutely. It provides insights into the life cycle of stars, how they form, evolve, and then eventually, die. And then they seed the universe with heavier elements. And those elements, well, they make life possible.
So we owe our existence to those stellar nurseries.
In a way.
That's incredible. Okay, from star birth to something even bigger. The Hubble Deep Field. They pointed Hubble at this seemingly empty patch of sky.
What happened?
What they found was astounding. Thousands of galaxies.
Wow.
Some so far away that their light has taken billions of years to reach us.
That's incredible.
That showed us that the universe is way larger and way older than we ever thought.
Makes you feel pretty small, doesn't it?
It really does. We're talking about galaxies upon galaxies,
Yeah.
each with billions of stars, and that was just one tiny, tiny part of the sky.
And it's teeming with potential,
Yeah.
Who knows what else is out there?
That's a great point. Speaking of mind-blowing, Hubble also played a role in discovering dark energy, this mysterious force accelerating the expansion of the universe.
Yeah, dark energy. We still don't fully understand it.
So what's the deal with that? What do we actually know?
Well, Hubble's observations of distant supernovae provided the first concrete evidence for it. It means the universe isn't just expanding, it's doing so at an increasing rate.
So this dark energy stuff, is it pushing things apart, pulling them?
That's the big question. We know it makes up about 68% of the universe's total energy.
68%.
But yeah, nature is still a complete mystery. It could be a fundamental property of space itself or maybe a new type of energy field. Figuring that out is, one of the biggest challenges in cosmology.
It's like this cosmic cliffhanger. We discover something huge, but then it leads to even more questions. But Hubble didn't stop there. It's also helped us find planets around other stars, right?
Yes, exoplanets.
Yeah.
Hubble has observed these distant worlds, even analyzed their atmospheres in some cases. They're
Wow.
finding so much diversity, too. Gas giants, rocky planets, some even potentially habitable.
So it's not just about understanding the universe as a whole, but also about finding other places where life might exist.
Exactly.
Before we move on to Hubble's other discoveries, is there anything else about these exoplanet observations that, stands out to you?
It's the sheer variety that's fascinating. Planetary systems, they come in all shapes and sizes. It makes the possibility of finding life elsewhere even more, intriguing.
So every new discovery opens up a whole new chapter.
Mm.
And speaking of chapters, we can't forget about black holes. Hubble helped confirm the existence of supermassive black holes, right? The ones lurking in the hearts of galaxies.
Absolutely. We always suspected they were there, but Hubble gave us definitive proof.
So what's a supermassive black hole?
These black holes are millions or even billions of times the mass of our sun.
It's hard to even imagine the kind of gravity they have, warping space and time around them. It's like something out of science fiction, but it's real.
It is real.
And Hubble actually saw evidence of them.
Not directly. Black holes, they don't emit light, so we can't see them. But Hubble observed the motion of stars and gas swirling around them.
Ah, I see. So by watching how things behave around them, we know these giants are out there.
Exactly.
It's like detective work on a cosmic scale. Okay, one last mind-blowing discovery before we wrap up this part of our deep dive. Hubble helped us figure out the age of the universe, right?
Yeah,
Something like 13.8 billion years old.
that's right. By observing distant galaxies and measuring their redshift, we can trace the universe's expansion back to its beginning. Hubble gave us those measurements so we could refine our understanding of the Big Bang and figure out that age.
13.8 billion years. That's just, wow. It's hard to even wrap my head around a number that big.
It is. And to think about everything that's happened in that time, galaxies forming, stars, planets, and then eventually life, it's an incredible story, and Hubble has helped us piece together some of its most important chapters.
It's amazing how much one telescope has revealed,
It is.
from the birth of stars to the age of the universe.
It really is amazing, all that we've learned from Hubble, and it almost didn't happen because of that mirror problem.
It's true. It's a good reminder that even these huge, ambitious projects, they can have, hiccups along the way.
Definitely.
What matters is, how we deal with those setbacks.
And in Hubble's case, it was ingenuity,
Right.
problem solving at its best.
Absolutely. That repair mission, it was a huge turning point, not just for Hubble, but for, space exploration in general.
You're right. It showed the world that we could fix things in space. That these missions, even though they're complex, they're risky, they're expensive, they're worth it.
They are.
And it really paved the way for, even bigger and bolder missions, like the James Webb Space Telescope.
Oh, yeah, the James Webb, I've heard so much about it. It's like Hubble's, successor? But, bigger and better in every way.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, yes. Webb's mirror is massive, over 6 times larger than Hubble's.
Wow, that's huge.
So it can see much fainter objects. And it's designed to observe mostly in infrared light, which is perfect for studying the really early stars and galaxies, the ones that are shrouded in dust,
Oh, I see. So it's like Hubble's passing the torch to Webb for a whole new era of, cosmic exploration.
Exactly. But you know what? That doesn't mean Hubble's done. It's still working, still making these amazing discoveries.
It is.
Yeah, and actually, Hubble and Webb, they complement each other. They observe different wavelengths of light. So by using them together, we get a more complete picture of the universe.
Oh, that's really cool. So it's not a competition. It's like a partnership.
That's a great way to put it.
Each telescope has its own strengths.
I like that. But okay, let's get back to Hubble for a minute. We've talked about its discoveries, but what about its, overall impact? How has it changed the way we understand the universe?
Well, Hubble's legacy, it's multifaceted, From a purely scientific point of view, it's revolutionized cosmology, planetary science, stellar evolution.
So many fields.
It's provided data for tons of research papers and inspired whole new areas of study. It's rewritten the textbooks, basically.
Pretty much. But its impact goes beyond just the scientific community.
How so?
Hubble's images, they've captivated the public. They've inspired awe and wonder about space, about the cosmos.
They're so beautiful, right?
They really are. They've become part of our culture. You see them in books, in movies, even on coffee mugs.
It's true. I remember seeing those images as a kid, especially those pillars of creation. It was it blew my mind. It was like looking into this, incredible world. a place of such beauty and power.
Yeah.
Really sparked my interest in space, that's for sure.
That's the power of Hubble, I think. It connects us to something, bigger than ourselves. It reminds us of the beauty, the mystery that's out there beyond our planet.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's incredible to think about the impact of, just one telescope on our understanding of the universe
Yeah.
and on our place in it. It makes you wonder, what will Hubble's legacy be? How will it be remembered?
I think Hubble will be remembered as a turning point in our exploration of the cosmos. It showed us what's possible when we combine our, human ingenuity with advanced technology. And it's inspired future generations, future scientists and engineers to keep reaching for the stars.
Literally. Speaking of reaching for the stars,
Yeah.
we know Hubble won't last forever. What does the future hold for it?
Hubble's still in good shape, but its orbit will eventually decay. It'll re-enter Earth's atmosphere, probably in the next decade or so.
Oh, wow. That's kind of sad to think about. Like saying goodbye to an old friend.
It is. But Hubble's contributions, they'll last. They'll continue to inspire us long after it's gone, and its legacy will live on, through telescopes like James Webb and other future observatories. They'll keep pushing the boundaries of our knowledge about the universe.
It's exciting to think about, what those future telescopes might reveal. What mysteries will they solve? What new things will they show us?
That's the beauty of science. It's this never-ending journey of discovery. As our technology gets better, so does our ability to look deeper into the cosmos and unlock its secrets. Who knows what incredible things we'll find in the next few decades?
Before we move on to our final thoughts, I have a question. We've been talking about all these amazing discoveries, but are there limitations to what Hubble can see? Are there things that it can't tell us?
That's a great question. And yeah, even though Hubble has been so powerful, it does have limitations. It's still bound by, the laws of physics. And there are some things that even the most advanced telescopes can't see.
Like what? What kind of cosmic mysteries are still hidden?
Well, for example, we can't directly observe the very first moments after the Big Bang. The universe was so dense, so hot, that light couldn't even escape. And we can't see inside black holes. Their gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can get out.
So there are still frontiers out there, beyond what Hubble can see, mysteries that we haven't solved yet.
Exactly. And that's part of what makes science so exciting. There's always more to learn, more to explore. Even with all our technology, we're still just scratching the surface. There's still so much wonder out there.
It's a good reminder that we don't have all the answers, but that's okay.
It is.
It's the journey that matters, right? The constant search for knowledge.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, we've covered a lot in this deep dive into the Hubble Space Telescope. We've talked about its successes, the challenges it faced, its impact on our understanding of, well, everything. And to wrap things up, our expert has a final thought-provoking question for you all to consider.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? If Hubble, launched back in 1990, has shown us all this, what about the future? What will even more powerful telescopes with even better technology be able to see? What incredible discoveries are waiting for us out there?
That's a question that could keep us busy for, well, a very long time. But it's a perfect way to sum up this deep dive, don't you think? The Hubble Space Telescope has shown us that the universe is vast and full of amazing things, and we're still learning.
And what's really cool is that Hubble's journey started with a vision, a dream, really, to get past those limitations of Earth. It reminds us that even the most ambitious ideas, they can become reality with human ingenuity, with collaboration, with perseverance.
It's true. It shows what we can achieve when we set our minds to something, right? We built this complex, powerful machine, and we're using it to unlock the secrets of the cosmos.
Yeah.
It's almost like we've extended our reach, beyond our planet out into the universe. Okay, before we go, let's take a minute to recap what we've learned about the amazing Hubble Space Telescope.
We talked about those early astronomers and how they wanted a telescope that wasn't limited by Earth's atmosphere. We followed Hubble's journey, from its exciting launch to the disappointment of that mirror flaw to the incredible fix that saved the mission.
We talked about how this amazing machine works, how it captures light and analyzes it to reveal the secrets of the universe.
We looked at some of Hubble's most incredible discoveries, too. The ones that everyone knows, the pillars of creation, the Hubble Deep Field, dark energy, exoplanets, black holes, the age of the universe. Those discoveries have changed how we see the cosmos, and they've made us ask even more questions. It's really remarkable what one telescope has done.
It really is.
And we talked about Hubble's legacy, how it's led to telescopes like James Webb, and how it's inspired people to pursue careers in science. Hubble has shown us that we can do incredible things when we dream big and work together.
It has. And most importantly, we've been reminded that the universe is a truly awe-inspiring place, full of beauty, mystery, and the potential for amazing discoveries for anyone who dares to explore. So whether you're a casual space enthusiast or a hardcore astronomer, we hope you've enjoyed this deep dive. We hope you've learned something new and that you've been inspired to keep looking up, keep asking questions, and never lose your sense of wonder about this incredible universe we live in.